Oh, hello. Let's talk about Chapter 5 in the AutoCAD book. All right, so our learning objectives for today will be to be able to access help from any command or system variable, be able to use the oops to unerase objects, be able to use the U to undo one command or use undo to undo multiple commands, be able to redo commands that were undone, and be able to regenerate drawings with the regen command. So what happens? How do you invoke help? Excuse me. Well, in here you just type a question mark, and there is your help command. It comes up right away as soon as you type it, and it can be used two different ways. It can be entered as a command at the open command prompt or used transparently while a command is currently in use. So you can either use it while you're not doing anything, or you can use it transparently while you're in the middle of a command like line or circle or any other command. So the help panel on the ribbons lists some of the helpful commands explained in this chapter. So in the ribbon, there is a help command up here. It's right here, the question mark, and it lists different things you can do for help right over here. So that gives you some helpful links, but here is your help command popped up. All right. The commands as a group are not located in any one menu, but are scattered throughout several menus. So the help is scattered throughout all different areas of the AutoCAD program. If help is said to be context sensitive, it means help for the current command is given automatically. So when help is used transparently or while a command is in use, it's context sensitive. That is, help on the current command is given automatically. So a quick way to invoke help, besides doing what I just did, which is typing a question mark, enter, is just to hit the F1 key on your keyboard. Does the same thing. That was F1, and this is typing the question mark. Either way, it brings it up for you. So that both of those options bring up the help command. You can either type the question mark or you can hit F1 on your keyboard. Text that appears in the AutoCAD help window can be picked to reveal the level of help on that item. So for example, you see here, if I click on new, then here's all the different helps that come up under new, okay? So if I click new, you can look at all this different stuff under new. You can go back using the back arrow right here. Same thing under this. What's this? Hitchhiker's Guide to AutoCAD, training certification. So you can click on that, and it gives you commands about training certification, which it'll open up a browser window for that. So these are all different resources and helps. If you see the line under it and the hand arrow, it means you can select and get other things on that, okay? So this feature called hypertext is activated by moving the pointer to a word, which either turns a different color or has a line under it or an icon. So you can see this. So these all get lines under them. Yours might turn different colors. It just depends on how your system is set up, okay? So to refine your search to a specific area of help, select the down arrow just below the input box. The action produces a list of help categories. So, okay, sorry, F1. Under quick references right here, it gives you all kind of new stuff. So that is good right there. Okay, the oops command. Let's talk about the oops command. All right. So the oops command will unerase anything that's been erased. So if I draw a couple of circles here and say, I think that this circle is ugly and I can delete it. Okay, it's gone. But then my boss is like, hey, I want that circle there. And you're like, okay, you type OOPS, enter, and that circle will come back. So the oops command unerases whatever was erased with the last erase command. So it can't do multiples. It just does whatever was erased with the last eraser command. Oops does not have to be used immediately after erase, but can be used anytime after. So say I erase this, okay, this, and then erase, gone. And now I want to draw like a line just because, I can all through here, different symbol line. All right, that's great. And then I'm like, wait, I need this circle back. OOPS, that circle comes back. So it doesn't have to be used directly after you have used the other command. It can be used at any point. Now the U command undoes only the last command. U means undo one command. However, the undo command allows you to undo multiple commands in reverse chronological order. So if I type U, enter, it just undoes that circle I brought back. But if I do undo, enter the number, I can say 5, and now it undid all those lines that I drew. But then I can say, I don't want to do that, OOPS, and that doesn't work, right? Because it only brings back one thing. So I'd have to use the redo command, but that's not a big deal right now. So anyway, so that's how U and undo work. U does one, undo, you can type in the number of commands you want to go back and undo. In the quick access menu, undo includes a drop down. Here is your undo right here. It includes a drop down appearing with the undo icon button. This feature allows you to select a range of commands to undo. So you see I can go undo all of this stuff right here. All the way back to the first circle can all be undone. And now it's all gone. So that's cool. And then the redo, same thing. I can bring all that back. And all that is back again. So there's drop downs next to each one of those to try to help you figure that out. All right, oops has no icon button and no option available in menus. Oops must be typed in the command line. Now, when it says in the command line, that's down here, right? Nothing, because everything has been redone. But you don't have to click in the command line. You can just type, oh, excuse me. I can just click anywhere out here. I can just type OPS. And you see it comes up with the command right there. So it doesn't have to be in the command line. It can be anywhere. If I want to draw a line, I can just type line, enter, and then I can draw a line. I don't have to type it in the command line. Okay, that's different than what the book actually says. All right, in contrast, M redo or multiple redo allows you to select how many of the commands you want to redo. So if I were to undo all this stuff right there, say M redo, enter, 5, enter, all that. Not all of it, but most of it comes back. And then if I wanted to keep going, I could just keep redoing right there. Okay, so M redo is the same thing as just typing the word undo. It does multiple things, and there's a drop down for that as well, like I just showed you. All right, the redo command undoes and undo. Redo must be used as the next command after undo. So you can't go way later and try to redo something you did 20 minutes ago. It won't work. It has to be done directly after. All right, last, let's talk about Regen. Regen is needed after you pan or zoom in versions of AutoCAD previous to 2016. So Regen is not used very much anymore because we do not have a version previous to 2016. But just to show you an example, if you do this, and then you say Regen, doesn't do anything because it didn't go wonky. But if you have a giant drawing and you zoom in and out, you can start having some problems seeing it and problems dealing with it. And in order to fix that, you would do the Regen command. And there'll be a question about that, I know, on the quiz, so I thought I'd cover it with you. But Regen is not something that we're really going to go into too terribly often in AutoCAD this year, okay? If you have any questions, let me or Mr. Farmer know, and we will talk to you guys next time.